Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. 8 3-minute rounds to decide the vacant British Masters Light Welterweight Championship in a match made at 10 stone. Would you firstly please welcome once again from Gentry in South Wales, Keith Jones. And from Morton in Surrey, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Gentry. At the weigh-in today, Jones scaled 9 stone 8 3/4 pounds, Gentry scaled 9 stone 2 pounds. This is 8 3-minute rounds. Your timekeeper, Mr. Greg Hugh, your referee, Mr. Jeffrey Hines. Thank you.
Bruce. Here we go then for the British Masters Light Welterweight title. My mistake on the announcement of the weights there. Brian Gentry was in fact 9 stone 12, not 9 stone 2 as I said. And Brian Gentry facing us in the purple trunks against Keith Jones here from Kefenengo in South Wales. And I tell you something, this looks like a genuine 50-50 fight. Jones has had a lot of experience, 8 wins I believe, 11 draws, and something like 30 odd defeats, but he's been fighting in good class and he's a southpaw. Gentry though, nice tidy style, quick hands, seen it before, and in this venue, believe it or not, against Des Sowden, he actually stopped Sowden in the last round, just when I thought it might last the full route, as he reminded me earlier. 10 wins, 3 defeats for Gentry, and this is the vacant Masters Light Welterweight title, and I reckon it's a dead even 50-50 fight, to be honest. And Brian Gentry very well supported here. Keith Jones has come up from Wales, of course, pretty friendless, but he's a lovely fella. In fact, they both are. Nice lads. 8 3-minute rounds. And Brian Gentry will need to be at his boxing best here, I think, because if he gets involved in a punch-up with Keith Jones, he might come second best. Jones is a strong little operator. He's got a good chin as well. I doubt very much whether Gentry can hurt him. Brian relies more on speed and accuracy than he does on raw power. And as we can see here, Keith Jones, when he lets the shots begin to fly, is on level terms. Nice work there from Brian Gentry, right hand, left, and Jones working away solidly. Lots of what Keith does is fairly unspectacular, but he does make his mark. Big slashing right from Keith, and Brian Gentry just maintaining his composure in this opener, and there's really not much in it, is there? Fairly level looking round. Maybe Gentry's got a very slight edge, but that's all. Well, Brian putting in a reasonable finish now to this first round, and good little body shot there. And there's been considerable improvement in Gentry in the 13 fights he's had. I saw him, I think, in his 4th or 5th, and looking a lot more mature and focused, of course. Good start then for Gentry, but Jones is still in this one. What number were you? Or
Could you get that bed on out of my own pocket? And then it. So he's got a note, you know, maybe he's done something, you know what I mean?
yeah. Who's the last? Program, isn't it?
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds up, round 2.
Into the second then of this British Masters light welterweight title fight, and Brian Gentry in the purple trunks has made, I think, a slightly better start than Keith Jones, but you can never write Jones off in this one. He does bang a wee bit, and having had nearly 50 fights under his belt, a lot of experience against good quality men as well, I hasten to add. And that is Jones' stock in trade. He likes to leap in with that big right hook of his, followed up by the left cross. He's actually got a fairly decent jab as well when he can be bothered to use it. And quite possibly maybe Jones should use the jab more often, just to get himself inside and set him up for the next one. Lots of missing now from Keith in this second round, and that possibly won't... Oh, big right hook to the side of the head from Jones. And I thought that was a knockdown. And he's getting a count. Well, a punch landed and he went over. You've got to call that a knockdown. Takes the standing 8 count from referee Jeffrey Hines. In fact, it's a mandatory count these days, so Jones will get a lot of heart from that. Round 2, of course. And a nice little comeback here from Gentry. Oh, takes another big slashing right from Jones and needs to watch that shot. Once again, Don Bryan there coming back well. And Keith Jones is older, more mature, stronger, and probably wants to win this one every bit as much as Brian Gentry. And again, that big right to the side of the head, and Gentry taking those shots well, but they must have hurt. Again, some lovely boxing here from Gentry, but Jones is always going to be dangerous. Left cross or right hook. Oh, and again Jones there whacks him with a big shot, and Gentry took it well. And no doubt about who the crowd are supporting, as once again the bell ends. You've got to call it an even round. Although Gentry hit the deck, he came back and fought well. We'll get in for round 3, and fascinating looking match this one.
Seconds up, round 3.
So Keith Jones then in the black trunks, all the way up from South Wales in action here against the Londoner, well, Warden in Surrey anyway, out in the country. Brian Gentry in those resplendent purple and white trunks, looks really smart. And went down from a right hook from Jones in round 2, but came back well, I thought, and boxed his way back into the round. But because he hit the deck, it's got to be a 10-10 round on the 10-point must system, which is a terrible shame because it's a nonsense. What's happened here? Well, Jones there just warned not to bore him with his head. Nice double jab there from Gentry. Both lads beginning to get a bit marked up now. Oh, big shot from Jones again, and there's a bit of damage, I fear, on the left eye of Gentry now. Yes, there is a bit of a lump and possibly a slight cut. Oh, and again a big shot there from Jones, big right. And this is a pretty punishing but good-looking fight at the moment. And I did think they were very well matched. It's those clusters of quick punches from Gentry that will make the difference for him in this one, I think. Providing, of course, he can keep away from the power punches from Jones. Once again, the hard work here by Brian Gentry, these clusters of punches, I think will win in this third round, but he's never going to be out of the woods, is he?
Jack's up the way. They'll leave it. So does everybody else. Never again.
In the interval.
Here we go then for round 4.
Seconds up, round 4.
And Brian Gentry, I think, has got his nose in front now by a point, with 3 gone. And Jones always poses a threat. He's got some boxing ability as well, you know, Keith Jones, as he takes another good combination there from Gentry. But Keith would much prefer to rely on a single punch finish for some odd reason, and it's odd that that is one of the reasons that he's lost 30-odd fights, simply because he's not prepared to work. Just tries his arm with one shot, and that's a shame really, because it's not really the way to go about it if you want a successful career. And his record could certainly be better. He's lost a couple of close ones and lost a couple he should have won. That's a danger punch from Jones, and now the follow-up. Brian there just unleashing a couple of nice looking punches again. And of course, the further the fight goes, the less work Gentry will be doing and the more success Jones I expect to have. That's the way the game goes. Good body shot from Keith. Do like these speedy clusters of shots from Brian Gentry. Really nice to watch. Well, Gentry finishing out this round quite well. Well, I've got a feeling that Jones is going to level things up by winning this one. And again, good work from both lads there. Well, maybe Brian Gentry deserves a share of this round now. He's done well in the last 20 seconds or so. But let's not forget the good work that Keith Jones did in the first couple of minutes. Level round for me. Gentry still a point in front. Here we go then for round 5 of a fascinating battle. That's the halfway stage, and I've got Gentry a point in front. Well, nothing really to shout about so far here at the beginning of round 5, but a good left hook there from Gentry. Now Jones whacking in the body punches there, possibly one slightly low. No complaints though from Brian. Well, he just wants to get on with it. Good lad. Very sporting contest. Oh, good slamming punch there from Jones. And Gentry, well, was in the ascendant. He suddenly got whacked with a huge punch. He's got a chin of iron at the moment, Brian. lovely right from Gentry. Oh, and again, Jones, though, reminds him he's still there and still dangerous. Great round, this one, full of action, and the action swinging one way then the next. I think I'm feeling though that Gentry might get himself a 2-point lead after that round. 3 to go. Round 6 then of the scheduled 8, and things looking very, very interesting. I've got Keith Jones really ill able to afford to lose another round. I've got him 2 points behind with 3 to go. And well, he probably senses that as well. Although it's been a very hotly contested fight, very, very close. Even the rounds that I've been given to Gentry have not been by miles by any means. They've all been very, very tight. Well, I'm delighted my assessment of this match was proved, because I did say it's a genuine 50-50 fight, and as I say, with the exception of a couple of squeaks here and there, it's been very even. Well, we won't get away with another warning, I shouldn't think, without having a point deducted. So Keith Jones in on thin ice here, as far as the head goes. I don't think there's anything maliciously intentional about Keith. He's not like that. Gentry puts together a nice combination of punches, but gets hit again with that right hook from Keith Jones. And I've got a feeling here that Gentry now is beginning to walk through these punches. There comes a point when it doesn't hurt anymore, and I think Brian's at that stage, and he can smell the belt. He's got one hand on the buckle already. At this stage in the fight, to throw a combination like that is very important. It sends out all sorts of signals to Keith. Lovely work from Gentry to surely be 3 up now with 2 to play.
Corners, 10 seconds.
So round 7 then, penultimate round in this 8-round British Masters Light Welterweight Championship, and
Round 7.
it's always been fiercely contested, this one, but I've got Gentry now 3 rounds in front. Of course it could be so much closer than that as far as referee Jeffrey Hines is concerned, but this particular pair of eyes watches every single fight through the same pair and hopefully computes them all the same way. No bias here. I like to judge on merit, nothing else. Again, that nice little sharp right from Gentry. And now he's obviously been told, don't get involved, you've got yourself in front, there's not much to go, be sensible. And, well, I'd be very surprised if that wasn't the advice he's been given. I imagine Ralph has seen this one pretty much the same way as I have. And that left hand should be up nice and tight around the face as far as I'm concerned for Brian Gentry, but Brian, well, he knows that Keith will be looking for the big shot and he's still got one in him. Sensible boxing from Brian Gentry then here in the 7th, and just keeping himself clear of trouble. Both lads naturally have begun to tie up slightly, and once again Gentry lands some good looking punches, but Keith Jones tries to come back with that big right hook of his. Oh, lovely left hook from Jones. Great little punch there from Keith. Well, surprisingly, both lads landing the power punches late on. And Brian Gentry now quite badly marked by the left eye, but that's a great round. 1 to go.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Here we go then for the 8th and final round to decide this.
Seconds up. 8th and last round.
Here we are then, 8th and final round, and Brian Gentry and the purple trunks from Morden in Surrey. Looks like he may be 4 points in front here against Keith Jones from Kevin Goyd in South Wales, and well, we of course will have to wait for referee Jeffrey Hines' official decision. That's just my opinion. But it's always, as I say, been very hotly contested, this one. Great punch. Lovely work from Gentry. And again, a lovely little right poked out there. Then he's on his bike. Very sensible. Keith Jones, though, fighting like fury. He wants to win this. And oh, the crowd have had their money's worth here, haven't they? And now spontaneous applause breaking out between the punters, appreciating the efforts. Right, there seems to be damage on the right eye now, Brian, and got the right hand up nice and tight to try and protect it. Yes, he's cut. And that may well have been a punch from Keith Jones. He's been pretty potent, but more likely the head. And again, a great exchange here. Furious onslaught this from both men, and well, we're about a minute from the end now, and I've got a feeling that Brian's going to win it. Although, oh my goodness, I was just about to say, although you can never count Jones out, not while he punches like this. It's all over, well done, and it's gone for Brian Gentry. Great win.